doing today? We are in the mud. We are in the mud. Well, I'm sloppering around out here. Yeah, we got about an inch of rain last night. Big old storm front came through, and it trained over the top of us. You know, instead of here's a front and it just comes across. No, it didn't. It came at an angle and just it rained for a couple 3 hours. We got a little over an inch and a quarter, something like that out here. So harvest is stopped for the moment. I've been up here working and doing my trucking part with Kirk, doing harvest, hauling from the field into the elevator or the ethanol plant or back to his place or whatever. And then last night it got rainy, was calling for rain, and sure enough it came. So we're over here, as you can see. Let me try to pick my way over here without getting myself stuck. We got all 3 trucks lined up. There's a dirt road or gravel road out here, and we pulled in and we parked right here where it's packed real hard. Hopefully we won't get stuck. But anyway, we've got to move the red truck out of the way, and then John and I, because there's no harvesting going on right now, it's muddy and wet and everything, we're going to take off and go to Nebraska. We're going to run up to Nebraska and pick up some, I don't know, corn or milo or something, and bring it down here to this ethanol plant. And if y'all want to look on Google Earth, right over yonder is Oakley, Kansas. Come about 5 miles east of Oakley, and you'll see this plant out here. Now they got a great big new windmill up here. I don't know if that's on Google Earth yet. They just put that up this year. But this whole little complex over here is that ethanol plant. So we're going to leave and go up to Nebraska and pick up some product. I don't know, it's corn or milo, one of the two, and bring it down here to the ethanol plant. We're going to do that for a couple days until this thaws or dries out. And hopefully by about Friday we should be cutting again. Well, let's go see if we can get stuck in the mud. We are loading. We got corn on the front. We're going to load the back up kind of the same way. So we're in a town of Republican City, Nebraska. So just a little bit east of Alma. Not bad, huh? 90,000 pounds is what we can load, and that's right at what it is, huh? About 500 pounds over, and that ain't bad for eyeballing it. So let's go back down and help John a little bit, see if he can get him loaded right, and get back on the road. We're up, like I said, we're up in, where are we at? Republican City, Nebraska. And we're loading up in this just kind of a little small town, little grain bins. And what we've done is, it rained last night, so Kirk had me called around for something for us to do. We're getting across the mud here. He called around finding something else for us to do. Well, our trucks were parked right over there real close to the ethanol plant. He says, well, there you go, there's a good idea. Let's just go pick up ethanol, corn. So he called a couple guys, people he knows and everything, and we come over, they called back and said, okay, we got a couple loads up there in Nebraska we can bring down. Okay, so we're headed up here to pick them up. It was perfect. So anyway, we'll get back here and check all this out again. John about bucked me off of this thing. I was sitting here holding on, watching this grain get piled up. I was getting ready to wave at him to pull forward. All of a sudden the truck takes off moving. Wasn't expecting that. But John, he does this pretty regular all year long. He's got air gauges in his truck. I've got air gauges in mine, but I don't know what the hell they mean, because it's been a year since I've been doing that. And it's a different trailer than what I had last year. So John kind of follows by the air gauge on the front, and then when he gets to the top of the bow, he'll back up a little bit. When he backs up a little bit, then he'll get out and look at the air gauge and tell the guy when to shut it off. Going by the air gauge. He's getting pretty close to the top up there. When that pile gets to the top of the bow, so there's the bottom of the bow and the top of the bow. So when it gets to the top of the bow, that guy should wave him back. There he goes. He's waving him back. Now I got to hold on. And John will back up. Now John will get out and he'll walk back there and look at his air gauge. And he'll tell him when to shut it off by the air gauge. Hurry up, John! Did I ever tell you people I love to give John a hard time? I don't know why. He's just fun to give a hard time to. Let's see about me. I'll be ready to shut that thing off about right now, just by eyeballing it. But John's over there, he's looking at that air gauge. As soon as that air gauge gets to, he's gonna have to shut it off. This guy in the yellow, he thought it was about ready to overflow the edges here. So he shut it off, and John will back up a little bit. Now he'll put a little bit more on. And then, now John can go by the air gauge now. Let's see if he's accurate or not. So I gotta get down. I call him Knock Him Out John. Remember old Jerry Clower? Knock him out, John! What you doing up there, John? Trying to knock him out. Knock him out, John! What are you mumbling about?
I said I'm light.
You're light.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like. What is he?
About 88.
Oh, you're light.
I know.
You pulled that front too soon. I wasn't ready to wave you up.
No, that front was full. I can only be 46 in the front, and when I pulled on the scale, it was 46.
Oh yeah.
It's the back.
That back looked heavy as hell compared to mine. Yeah, three humps.
It was on it where it was supposed to be, but it's so muddy back there.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. When you're not on perfectly level, those gauges aren't as accurate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got 2 good piles back there. I'm good enough.
And
88,000 is plenty.
You want to explain to the people how the air gauges work? No?
I'm going to find a bathroom.
John don't want to be a movie star.
No.
Plant. There it is right there. And there's a scale where we check in and roll the tarp open, and they use that probe to get a sample out of here. And once they get the sample, the little red light on the building goes on. I pull forward and scale, and then I go in and tell them what I got, where it's coming from, and all the particulars